In today's Seattle Storm player profile, we are talking about a player who could potentially be a starter. Welcome back to the Seattle Sports Show, where we love Seattle pro sports. I'm your host, Mikey, and today we are doing a Seattle Storm player profile, and this one is for Victoria Vivians, who could be a starter for your team to start the year. In the most recent preseason game, they rolled out with the lineup of Skylar Diggins-Smith, Jewel Lloyd, Victoria Vivians, Neka Ngumake, and Ezzy Magbagor. So Victoria Vivians was getting the start. Now, like I said, I see a lot of potential in Jordan Horston. And ideally, she would develop and be your starter. But Victoria Vivians, she has been in the league a few more years, so she is a veteran. Maybe you like that veteran experience on the court, and what you like, you just like what she brings to the court a little bit more as the starter for now, while you're waiting for Jordan Horston to develop. So let's talk about what Victoria Vivians brings to the court. Here in our player profile, she plays guard slash, wing, forward position. She was born November 17th, 1994, in Jackson, Mississippi. She played college at Mississippi State. Oh, I forgot to mention here, she stands at 6'1". And she was selected 8th overall in the first round in 2018 by the Indiana Fever. So, we're adding another great first round pick to the fold of this team. And with Victoria Vivians, one of the great things about her throughout most of her lifetime has been durability. All 4 years of college, never missed a game. Rookie year, never missed a game. Then she goes and plays overseas and tears her Achilles, misses all of 2019, most of 2020. But then when she comes back in 2021, she comes back strong, plays most of that season. 2022, plays that season, and then 2023, she looks like she played in all but 2 games. So you like the durability, that she's not normally missing games throughout her career, besides one big major injury that happened years ago now. What's that, 4 or 5 years ago now. When we want to talk about what she brings to the table offensively, through her career, she's averaged 7.5 points per game. She's getting 3 rebounds a game, and then shooting 60% from 3, 50% field goal percentage overall. And defensively, she's getting a steal per game. And she just brings a good, tough, intense defense, which, again, the Seattle Storm really, really needed that on this roster over last year. And so I could see why just right now she's a little bit more developed offensively than somebody like a Jordan Horston, who, again, is only going into her sophomore season in the WNBA and is coming off of shoulder surgery. So I could see why you'd want Victoria to be, starting out as the starter. Again, just brings you a little bit more offensively while still playing great defense. And I was not there, but I have a coworker who was there at the most recent preseason game and saw it firsthand. So I asked her about it, and she confirmed it to me. She said, "Yeah," and she agreed that last year's defense was not good, was pretty bad. In fact, But she said, being at the most recent preseason game, the one we won 85-59 against the Phoenix Mercury, she said, yeah, being there in person and watching it live, that the defense was way more intense than last year and so much better. And yeah, it's going to make a big difference for the outcomes of games in this season. So, Victoria Vivians is somebody who brings you that. She brings you the defense, but also brings you, a little bit of offense as well. Jordan Horson still developing that area, so I totally get why Victoria Vivians would get the nod here to begin the season, especially Jordan Horson herself coming off of that injury. Again, how much has she been able to really work on that side of the ball in the offseason while recovering from shoulder surgery? And then just, do you want to take it easy with her in the first place to make sure she makes it through this season? So, like I said, ideally, Jordan Horson develops and she becomes your starting forward, and would be that for years to come. But if we're looking at the roster right now, if we're looking at reality and what Jordan went through with injury, then yeah, right now, Victoria Vivians would make sense. I could see it going either way when they roll out the starting lineup for game one, but I think both players would be a great choice. So yeah, there you go. I mean, at the time of this recording, I should mention that there were some releases as well. Kay Miller, Kayla Davis, and Elena Coates. So we're getting pretty close, I believe, to finalizing the roster. We might still have another cut or two that we need to make to complete the roster that we can have. But yeah, so by the time we finish doing these player profiles, we'll have that final roster set. And speaking, finalizing these player profiles, we are again talking about, I'm recording this on a Wednesday night. It'll come out on Thursday morning, and that means we are less than a week away from regular season starting. So yeah, let's go. Like I said, I got coworkers going to these games. If you can get out there and go to some of these games, it's going to be a good time. You're going to enjoy yourself, and this year's team, I think, is going to be really good. So you're really going to enjoy it because you're probably going to be watching good basketball and a winning team. All right, so there you go. There's our player profile for Victoria Vivians, a potential starter for this team to start the season. And that is going to be the end of this one. So please make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell, hit the like button, leave some comments. Let me know how excited you are for the season getting ready to start in less than a week here. And podcast listeners, hit follow, hit subscribe, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for helping this show to grow. And thanks for listening to the Seattle Sports Show, where we watch legends awaken. So take cover, because with the sea of sound, you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.